Welcome to this special holiday edition of St. Louis Presents. I'm Debbie Monterey, along with my friends Vern Fuller and April Trupiano.
Hi, Debbie.
Now, guys, this is the time of the year when I am always confused, and maybe you can enlighten me, but you're supposed to tip people at this time of year.
And you should.
Aside from giving gifts to people that your friends and family, you're supposed to tip a laundry list of people.
Yeah. Mailmen, waiters, servers,
Do you?
But absolutely, and you should increase your tip. But not only that, I say you should also leave a note. So that they don't think there's been a... No, really, I think so.
I'm thinking that a one-time lump sum is nice. It's a nice gesture. But I think sometimes people get really confused because they feel like, well, gosh, I tip them all throughout the year anyway.
But
who do you tip, Vern? Tell us, who do you tip?
I'm good for the server if we're out having...
But for the holidays, do you tip your
instead
barber?
Of 20%, I always tip him.
Do you tip your mail delivery guy?
We're not that close and they change.
Yeah.
So it's not.
Do you tip like the garbage man? I know some people do.
I don't see them that often.
I see people tip out like their masseuse, or they tip out like the babysitter. They might tip out even more, give a holiday gift, things like that. So,
right. But for those people that are in those positions where they depend on, the gratuity for their livelihood, I think bless them.
So what do you do? Like 15%, 20%?
I say like 50% or just, maybe something.
That can get really expensive if you do that. Because I'm a 20% tipper minimum anyway.
Right, but you're not
doing
it
really
all the time.
upset me to not get a 20%
It's a one-time event, with the note so that when they see the tip, they don't think, hey, there's been a mistake in the bill. They actually understand that, hey.
Well, I do think that some of that has gone by the wayside, just because, for example, you don't see your newspaper delivery person anymore.
Exactly.
Your mail person's not the same. I don't know who my garbage man is. But speaking of gifts, what about gift cards?
Love them.
I love them. Do you love them?
Love them.
Well,
some people
I love to get a gift that I really love. The problem is if you get a gift that you don't.
And you go,
what do you do?
Right.
Stuck with it. Gift cards, perfect.
So gift cards are not personal like that gift from this is what I know you like.
I beg to differ.
What if it's to your favorite store?
Exactly, your favorite store, your favorite restaurant.
Doesn't mean they got your favorite item. Come on, you don't tell me you haven't gotten a sweater that you have not worn anywhere.
Yeah, I come from a family where we don't return things. If you get a gift from somebody in my family and you don't like it, you just go, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, see, I come from a family that goes,
I'd rather have a gift card.
Why would you buy me this? Why would you even think I would like this?
Now,
this is so ugly. I would never wear this.
If you go to someone's house and you don't like the food they're serving.
Oh, then I guess
How about
you
that
just...
one?
That's a rough one.
Yeah, that is.
I
guess you leave hungry.
That. We're usually at my mom's and she's an excellent cook. That would really suck, though.
The holiday season is in full swing, and Christmas in St. Louis is really a wonderful time of the year. But we hit the streets to find out what your favorite holidays are.
Christmas. Why? Because that's when all of my family comes together, and it's just a good time to kind of bond and relax.
Christmas too, because I like all the pretty lights and like family and friends coming together as well.
My favorite holiday is Thanksgiving because the whole family gets together and I get to eat until I can't even get out of my chair. And then when I do get out of my chair, I lay around and watch football all day. It's a wonderful, wonderful holiday.
My birthday, because of my birthday. I say Christmas because of all the feeling of love from family and all that.
Thanksgiving.
Why?
Because it's a great time of the year where families can get together and get to spend time with each other and give thanks.
Oh, it's got to be Christmas because you get lots of presents and you get to give presents, and it's just a great time of year. Everybody's more cheerful and more friendly, I think, and it's just an awesome time of year. I love Christmas. Also love my birthday too.
Thanksgiving, because you eat good on Thanksgiving. I love to eat, so that's what I'm gonna do on Thanksgiving.
My favorite holiday is Christmas because it's just the best time of the year. I like the food and family. And
I would say my birthday. I celebrate it like a holiday. I'm sorry, but any other calendar holidays, 4th of July, I like all the fireworks.
Christmas, because my favorite movie is also Elf, and I watch it year-round.
Thanksgiving would definitely be my favorite holiday. My mom cooks, the whole nine, the turkey and the stuffing and all the trimmings, and it is, don't tell my girlfriend, but my mom's the best cook I've ever met in my entire life. And so being able to just eat all of that, it's really nice. I like the togetherness of that.
Well, it is, it's a great time of the year for giving gifts. And how do you give great gifts without breaking the bank for the people that you love? Well, here to give us some tips is Royce Sutton, who's the Vice President and Community and Economic Development Manager over at Fifth Third Bank.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, let's talk about this wonderful time of the year where we have an opportunity to really enjoy the season without having regret in January and February.
That's tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's tricky.
It
so
is.
I'm excited to hear this because I'm usually one of those people that regrets it.
Well, I'm going to break this down.
I don't regret it. I just am like, oh my gosh, how do I recover from that?
Well, I'm going to break this down into 6 points if we can.
Okay, good.
6 points that I think that will be helpful for all of us. Things that I'm speaking from personal experience, but also things that I've learned along the way. And the first thing we want to start with, we want to shop with a plan. And when we shop with a plan, we have directly an idea of what we want to do. Put our spending plan together, and then we want to compare it to our actual. Now, what should be included in that spending plan? When we think about our holiday spending plan, oftentimes we think about gifts, right?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
well, we should also include food, entertainment. We should also think about travel. All these things are part of the expenses that we have during the holiday. So you put together a plan of what you want to spend for each of those things, and then each week you want to go through and compare how you're doing relative to what you had planned on doing. And if you do that, if you compare it weekly, I think you'll do a much better job in preparing for the holidays.
Nice. I didn't think of all those things. That's fabulous. So what else is there?
Well, I think the other thing that you want to do as you think about the holidays, you want to start with the plan. And the next thing you want to do, you want to begin to shop with power. Shop with power. Now, how do I shop with power? I want to begin to try to purchase locally. Now, nothing wrong with the big box stores or anything like that, but how about the local merchants? Let's support them. Let's find some time to stop by their store, their shop, and purchase some of our goods there. And when we shop with power, we also want to buy gifts that have lasting power. Lasting power. Now, I just had a conversation with my daughter last week. We were talking about a gift I bought her 7 years ago. I bought her stock in a company, and that stock has appreciated some 60% since I bought it. Now, she didn't appreciate it then, but she appreciates it now. But stock or even a savings bond has lasting power. Now, for me, if my wife bought me Colts tickets to the Indianapolis Colts, now that would have lasting power for me. So we want to think along those lines.
Memories are priceless and never go away.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
so we've got shop with a plan, shop with power,
and then
or spend with a plan, shop with power.
And let's shop cyber. You can also do a lot of comparing. You can get great deals online. Give you a good idea of where you stand online. But we have to be very careful when we shop online. Make sure if you shop online that the website has HTTPS.
Yes, because that's a protected site.
That's a protected site, so you'll know exactly what you're getting. The other thing too, when you're shopping online, at the end of the day, turn off your computer. A lot of people don't do that, but if you turn off your computer, then you're protecting yourself from those who are trying to do other things with your computer. So that's a good thing to do.
Thank you for that. That's a great one because I love to shop online. So that's a good one. So look for the S at the HTTP.
Yeah, great deals there. The other thing we want to shop with purpose. Shop with purpose. There's a lot of, during this time of year, this will be a great time for us to give back to the organizations that we love, the charities that are great. But how about doing something unexpected for a veteran? Do something unexpected for a senior citizen, or for someone that may not even realize that we even notice him, like our neighbor or something like that. But great time to shop with purpose.
Very nice. Shopping with a heart. I like that.
And the next thing we want to shop green. Okay, how about shopping green? If we shop green, how about we're much more efficient and think about our trips as we are shopping. So plan out your shopping trip so you use less fuel. The other thing that you can do as far as shopping green, you can think about your gifts and how you share those. How about taking those cans and using those for a potted plant and using those for herbs that you can last throughout the year. And then the last thing I want everyone to do is to shop safely. As you shop safely, there are a lot of things that are going on, a lot of busy. Don't get distracted. Be very focused as you're shopping. So if you go to an ATM, go to an ATM that's very visible, one that's that you know, and cover the plate so no one looks at as you're putting in your ID.
I
So,
love that. Oh my
yeah.
gosh, Royce, those are fabulous tips, and I hope that the people at home that are viewing got to take down a few notes. Thank you again. Those are very great ones. So now, speaking of gifts and shopping, let's hear from Vern and Debbie, who are going to tell us what are the best gifts for kids.
Well, thanks, April. And I thought that was a great tip about buying stocks or bonds for your kids.
Power shopping.
Power shopping, but maybe.
I don't shop, I hunt.
So maybe do that. But also, if you don't want to give them stocks and bonds, they always like toys,
Well,
right, Vern?
Now that you know how to stay on budget, we've got some great gift ideas for the kids in your life.
Aisha Sultan with the St. Louis Post-Dispatch tested several toys with kids and parents. And Aisha, you brought the winners with you, and we've tried to keep our hands off of them because we don't want to run down the batteries before we demonstrate. But you broke these down right into different age groups and explained how the kids tested them.
Okay, so we had 16 kids from the metro area come to the Post-Dispatch on a Saturday. You need to set that down right now. And they did what we just saw Vern doing here. Is they were initially attracted to certain toys in different age groups. They played with them for about an hour. Then we let them play with all the toys. There were about 50 toys there. And we had kids ranging in age from a year and a half old to 10, 11, 12. And then so we saw which toys held their attention, which ones did their parents like, and which ones sort of fell apart or were not really worth the money. So I brought some examples of toys that actually tested very well with parents and with kids. So I can tell you from different age groups. So we can start with the youngest, the littlest ones. This is a Go-Go Smart Wheels train track. And you know, this is actually a very elaborate track.
And what's
We just didn't have room for all of
What's the
them.
age
We didn't
group
have
for
it.
this?
Okay, so this, anywhere from a year and a half old to 2.5, even 3-year-olds might like something like this.
And I've got another quick question because I always deal with this. I see a toy that I want to get for my daughter, and maybe it's for a little older child, but I think she might like it.
Yes.
Is there a rule in that?
Well, you know, the manufacturers put a suggested age range on the
Right.
toys, and we found after 4 years of doing the toy test that the age range tends to skew a little younger than what, you know, a child might actually be interested in.
Okay.
So if you buy something that says, you know, 4 to 6, your 3-year-old will probably really enjoy
Is
playing
gonna
with it.
still enjoy that
Will
toy.
definitely
Okay,
play with
good,
it. Yeah.
good.
So buy a little older. I think
I see.
that's
Buy older,
Yeah,
okay.
buy a little older.
And so this is for what age?
So we found 1 to 2-year-olds really love this, and it's a thing that parents can play with their kids. It's a train track that comes apart and comes together pretty easily. So part of the fun is making the track, and it's pretty big the way that you want. And then you have a little truck that you can turn on. Of course, it takes batteries.
Don't forget the batteries.
Don't forget the batteries.
Batteries are a big deal.
And
Vern, stop.
I'm sorry.
the little car on here actually interacts with the track. So there are different places on here where it'll play with you. So this was a big hit with the little ones.
That's cute. How about, let's go right here.
Yeah.
All right, Vern.
Okay, how about,
Are you ready? This was our actually the oldest. I don't know that one's charged, but the oldest kids in our toy test, and even the younger ones,
Whoa.
and many of the dads,
yeah.
many of the moms and dads also enjoyed playing with this. It's called the Chaotic Cycleplex.
Should I tell your daughter to get this for you, Vern?
Well, tell me this
That
is
is
like
cool.
really happening.
Isn't that cool?
This
So
is
one
like
of the
really
neat things
happening.
about this toy, you can see that, you know, it's a lot of fun because of how fast and the way it flips, is that this toy is actually made by a company based in St. Louis.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome.
What's the name of
little
it?
company, Chaotix is the brand. And they have,
Whoa.
see, and it's okay because these
Okay.
pieces snap
Second
right
violation.
back together. Yes. No.
Are you happy now,
I
Vern?
am
You're not
happy
happy
now,
until
but
something
there's
gets
still
broken.
There's still another.
I don't know that one's charged. The only downside of this toy is that these little batteries that charge each of the vehicles only last for about 8 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
Another toy.
This is brilliant because I know it makes a lot of noise. And look,
It comes with
headphones, so the
yes.
kids don't drive
So
you nuts.
this is a kids jam. Okay, so why don't you demonstrate for us?
Do your
Vern.
mix master
You can-
stuff there,
here,
DJ Vern.
Let's get here. You know what? There you go. Go ahead. See, you can actually mix the music on here. I think maybe
All right.
you can.
It's a good thing you're doing
drop a few-
television.
right.
No future as a DJ.
Yeah.
What,
like
what
Debbie
age
said,
range do you think?
This was
That's
like
my
3,
little
4,
theme
5.
of Charlie Brown, by the way.
3, 4,
Lionel's
5-year-olds
tune.
really like this, and it has a lot of different sound effects you can make with it. But like Debbie pointed out, it comes with a headset.
Yeah, because this could get really annoying.
Very
Yes.
fast.
Very fast.
All right, before we run out of time, this looks like something my son would love because
Your son
it
would love
incorporates
this.
heavy
Yes.
machinery and goo.
And Play-Doh, a
Now,
Play-Doh
what
type
age
substance.
is this for? Because that could go in the mouth.
Yeah, so you probably want to make sure that you have a child at least like 4, 5, 6 years old that's not going to be putting this in their mouth.
Right,
But this was a huge hit because, like you said, it comes with either a bulldozer or a dump truck, and then you take the clay and you can put it inside the machinery and squeeze out different shapes from the back. And you can make little signs that come with it.
What's talking here? Is that this?
This is talking to you.
Okay.
You can jam again later with it. Okay.
All right, but real quickly, Aisha, before we
Yes.
run out of time, what's this one right
This
here? Because that
is-
looks pretty cool.
This is very cool also. These are the micro chargers where you charge the car inside one of these things. I don't know if it has enough charge in it. And it's a tiny little charge. This is the Battle Dome. And this is what best played with another little kid. Oh, it went the wrong direction. So what it does is it'll spin around and
Is this a remote?
Oh,
this is,
cool.
it'll spin around, and if you have someone coming from the other side, you can battle in this dome.
I love it. Oh, well, we know what Vern's going to be doing for the rest of the show before they take the
I
toys
just have to
away.
make sure, we don't get older, our toys just get more expensive.
Yeah,
Well,
that's true.
we may be busy shopping for others during this time of year, but some of you may want to snag a few deals for yourself, especially if you're in need of some new clothes for the holiday parties, without spending a fortune, of course, and breaking the bank. Our very own Sande Stevenson shows us how to look like $1 million without having to spend a fortune.
Thanks so much, guys. Okay, now you guys already know when you get me in anything related to fashion, clothing, shoes, whatever the case, I am going to be a very happy camper. And as you guys can see, it is a plethora of fashion all around me. We've got clothes, we've got sequins, we've got bling, we've got furs. And the reason why I'm around that stuff is because we're here at Back on the Rack, located here in Brentwood. And I'm here with the owner of Back on the Rack, Miss Ketrill Blanton.
Yes.
And you guys are a consignment shop, correct?
Correct. We are a consignment resale store.
Now, what exactly does that mean for those who don't know?
We take in items that are gently used, that are within the last 2 years, women's consignment, and we sell them on either a consignment basis or we do a buyout basis.
So this is really perfect for the holidays, and I see here, as you guys can see, we've got lots of sequins and stuff going on. So for those that are looking for pieces specifically for work-related pieces, party pieces.
Absolutely, we cover all areas. We have this display right here that you can see we have set up for any party, any New Year's Eve event, any holiday event that you have that would come up. We sell items that are in season, so anything for fall and winter we have in stock. We have coats, jackets, vests. We also have a wide selection of designer purses.
Yes.
We do carry those. We have some consigners and customers that come in specifically for our purse selection, so you should come in and check those out.
So if there's any particular way they can get in touch with you guys as far as your website, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, where can people reach you guys?
We are located at 2535 South Brentwood, just north of Manchester, and our website is backontherackconsignments.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and on Twitter, and I suggest that anyone who hasn't been in, they should come in and see the fabulous line of designer clothes that we have.
Yes, and thank you so much for having us
Thank
here.
you for coming
This has been
in.
an amazing experience. This place, guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I don't know how I'm gonna walk out of here without my husband getting mad at me because I brought a few bags home that I shouldn't have brought home, but that's okay. This is just amazing, guys. Seriously, come out here, check it out, and I know you guys are jealous of me in the studios that you guys didn't get to come and check this out. So anyway, thanks again so much to Back on the Rack for having us here, and I will send it back over to you guys.
Sande certainly loves her fashion.
She does. Those were some cute looks. I like that black and white one.
I do too. And you know,
Gorgeous skirt.
upscale resale is really kind of a trend. And why not?
Why not?
I mean, if you can get some nice fashions and name brands
Absolutely.
for a lot less, I am all for it.
I'll take a hand-me-down if it's gorgeous.
Me too. Well, for many St. Louisans, the holidays just would not be complete without a trip to Tillis Park.
And Maggie Martin, who is in charge of the Winter Wonderland in Tillis Park, is here to tell us all about it. And I'm so distracted by the hat.
I know, the hat.
I
the
love
hat
it.
does, it lights up a little bit. I can turn off. though.
No, I love
You
it.
like it?
No,
All right.
it's so apropos for the Winter Wonderland.
Yes, we're so excited. So we're starting our 28th year at Winter Wonderland at Tillis Park. And it's open to the public pretty much every day of the week. It's only for carriages on Saturday, but we're really excited.
So it's not the Tillis Park in the city, it's the Tillis Park in the county. That confused me when I first moved to St. Louis. I was like, there's no lights here?
Exactly.
Oh, wrong Tillis Park.
Right, it is. It's the one at Litzinger at McKnight. So it's the same family donated property. So
Oh,
they
that
have a couple,
explains it.
Yeah.
Now, that thing is just gorgeous. You have like 1 million lights, literally 1 million. I'm not making that up.
Right, we actually have 1.5 million lights. So yeah, we've really ramped it up. If you take all of the lights that we have along with all the extension cords, it is actually 200 miles and it reaches all the way from St. Louis to Springfield, Missouri.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Okay, so I'm sure you get this question all the time, but one wonders, how long does it take to set it all up and take it all down?
Sure, we start about the first week of October, second week of October, and it takes 30 park staff to put it up. But we design it ourselves and we put it all up ourselves. We're very proud.
I'm just thinking of the nightmare of checking the bulbs. That's all. I'm just, you know.
So is that one lousy bulb
that
ruins the
one
whole
bulb.
string?
I don't know who has that job, but yeah, I wouldn't want that one either.
Let's bless that person.
Exactly.
So for this many years you've been doing this at Tillis Park, how do you change it up, or when do you change it up, or decide to add things or move things, or?
Right, this is actually a year-long process. So once Winter Wonderland will close this year, we'll have a meeting in January and start thinking about what we're going to do for Winter Wonderland in 2014.
So if people went last year, they should still come this year because it'll be a little different.
Definitely. We get new displays, we move displays in and out, and then we also pick different things up every year. This year, you should definitely look for the Christmas tree that we have, that the lights go to music.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
Now, you've also got a special proposal package that I know you said you're not going to tell us about. It's all a surprise.
Yes. So we do have a proposal package for anyone who's interested in possibly popping the question this year. We're not giving away a lot of details because we don't want to spoil any surprises. But if they're interested, go ahead and contact us and we can get them all set up.
And where is that they would contact you?
You actually call me, and my number is 314-615-8371.
I have done this several years in a car, but last year was the first time that I did it in a carriage. And it really does make a difference, you know? The horse-drawn carriage, and it's more open, and your seat, I don't know. It's a different perspective.
I haven't done it yet. I'll have to try it.
Definitely. You actually can see everything above you as well. So it gives a different feel.
Nice. Now, who comes up with the ideas? You have a whole team that does this, right? That just recreates year after year.
Yes, we have a couple key people in charge that take care of some of that, but it's definitely a team effort for the entire display.
I imagine you probably have to keep a lot of electricians on staff as well. So that is Winter Wonderland at Tillis Park, and it opens and closes when?
It opens November 27th, the day before Thanksgiving, and it closes on New Year's Day, January 1st. We are closed on New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate the information. And, you know, Vern has some news for us, and also he has more toys I think he's going to play with.
More toys.
Take it away, Vern.
I've had a lot of fun with that. Thanks, Debbie. Here's what St. Louis is talking about. Red light cameras may become a thing of the past. The Missouri Court of Appeals struck down a red light ordinance from Ellisville and said that most city ordinances regarding red light cameras are not enforceable. A conflict between the city ordinances and state law could spell the end of the ticket-generating cameras. Look for this issue to be appealed to the Missouri Supreme Court. If you went by the grocery store lately for your holiday fixins and saw people in rocking chairs, just know they were not on break. They were rocking for relief. The fundraiser, started by 17-year-old Jennifer Rubin, raised over $21,000 for families of first responders. Ms. Rubin began the Rockin' for Relief fundraiser 5 years ago and has contributed over $67,000 to Backstoppers so far. Downtown St. Louis is going to get a whole lot sweeter as Bissinger's Chocolatier moves to its factory and headquarters to the waterfront. The chocolate maker is beginning renovation on a riverfront warehouse that will house its corporate headquarters, chocolate factory, and even a rooftop event space for special parties. There will also be a retail store. Tours of the factory and facility will be available to the public. Look for the grand opening next summer. As you're out getting those holiday gifts for your family and friends this year, how about grabbing an extra toy or two to help others? For over 65 years, the Marine Corps Tots for Toys program has made its mission to collect and give toys to the less fortunate. I'm proud to welcome Staff Sergeant Jesse Verduzco to tell us more, along with 2 other Marines. Staff Sergeant, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Marines and Toys for Tots. How do those two go together?
Well, I mean, it's something that we want to give back to our communities. Each program, each site that we have, we feel that although there's always more that we can do, and it's great just to put a smile on a child's face too. I mean, you know, it's humbling for us.
And who's the main liaison between you and the children who are in need?
Well, the way it works is we have our Toys for Tots Foundation, and each coordinator has his own local site. So in that case, for me, I make liaison with the Salvation Army and us, how we partner together and we work Toys for Tots together here in the St. Louis community.
Awesome, awesome. Now, most of the time, most of us think of Marines on the fighting front line. How does it make you feel personally?
Well,
to be involved with Toys for Tots?
This is my second year doing it, and it's humbling. You know, it's that's all I can say. It's very humbling. You know.
Understood and understandable. And does each city support its own Toys for Tots program, or how does that work?
Yes, each, you know, it started off with 40 sites. Now we've grown over 240 sites.
Wow.
And each site has a coordinator. And the way Toys for Tots works for St. Louis is it's really the community that does Toys for Tots. Although we're the figures out there, Toys for Tots wouldn't be such a success it is in St. Louis if it wasn't for the citizens of St. Louis and the community of St. Louis.
Awesome,
So
awesome.
that's what makes it what it is.
And the gentlemen who are with you, how long have they been? Would you like to introduce these two Marines?
Yes, so these are my brothers here. This is Staff Sergeant Gonzalez, and he participates in Toys for Tots. He'll go to certain events, also gathering Marines for events to go to. And the Staff Sergeant here, Staff Sergeant Jeremiah Fisher, he's actually the Assistant Toys for Tots Coordinator, so he will actually be taking my place next year as I get ready to depart St. Louis and head to my next duty station.
Awesome. Gentlemen, thank you for your service.
Thank you, sir.
And all that you do, and best of luck in the program as far as Toys for Tots. Is there anything else that St. Louis can do to further support the Toys for Tots program?
All we ask is if you're in the mood for giving, just go ahead and an unwrapped toy at any Toys for Tots box you might see.
Okay. We've got a graphic up that's going to give us more information.
Thank you.
So thanks for joining us. The information, if you want to support Toys for Tots, is up and available. It's a great program, and I think everyone should participate and help out in.
And it's so nice, Vern, because I know it's so stressful for parents this time of year when finances are tight and they wonder, am I going to be able to get my kids something? How nice, you know, and if you have the means and you can buy a toy, buy another toy.
I know, I love it. And I was listening to the Marines in the green room. Oh my gosh, the way it touches their lives.
They're passionate.
They're passionate.
They
and
are.
just hearing some of the stories of the kids and
I know,
How could you not,
it makes
you know?
you a little teary. So we really hope that you and yours have a fantastic holiday season. We hope you've enjoyed this holiday edition of St. Louis Presents.
we thank all of our guests for joining us, and we thank you guys at home for watching.
Remember to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and happy holidays to everyone.